Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Charlotte, and in today's video we are starting off with scenes from last week's video, which was part 1 of my primary bedroom refresh. We will get into part 2 here a little bit later, with starting off with hauls from Target, Amazon, and Brooklinen. I apologize that I am a little bit long-winded during the hauls, but I just seem to have been very talkative during that point. So a little bit later in the video, right before the final move-in and everything, I also have hauls from IKEA and Lowe's. So, but between all of that, we have basically like hanging curtains, hanging frames, moving furniture in, and all of that. So I hope that you enjoy this video. And if you haven't watched part 1, I will leave a card here right now, or a link in the description box below, and a link in the description box below. So I hope that everybody enjoys this video and enjoys the transformation that has happened with my bedroom.
I'll get to you. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for fun, with a light to fire. I've been flying up the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible at last. Fueling every engine, power is descending. Maybe we're invincible. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for fun, with a light to fire. I've been flying up the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible.
I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I got for the room, and I did splurge this time on bedding. I have been debating on getting nicer linens, bed sheets, whatnot for the longest time, because with the cats, their claws, I didn't want them to destroy this stuff, especially if I spent a lot of money on it. But I decided it was time to splurge and to do a little bit for me. And you know, things can be replaced. If the cats destroy it, they destroy it. I don't have everything because it was going to be kind of heavy to carry it all back into this room. So as I'm going through the video and laying this stuff out, one is the rug and the rug mat that goes underneath the rug. And I also got a new curtain rod as well, because one of the things that's sitting over here are blackout curtains. We'll go into that, but I wanted to get a curtain rod that actually like wrapped around to block out more light and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with everything here. The big splurge item is actually in this box down here that you can't see. It is a quilt and sheets from Brooklinen, and like I said, that's where I splurged. I really did splurge on that. So let's go ahead and get started with one of the things. This is from Simple Opulence from Amazon, so I will leave links for all of this stuff down in the description box. It is a body pillow cover. I have always had mattress covers, so it does help the mattress last a lot longer and just protects it from dust mites and all of that type of stuff. So with me having cats and a lot of pet dander and everything, I went ahead and purchased a new one, and I am lately sleeping hot, and I think it's because of my weight. So I went ahead and got the Cool Touch just to kind of help. The sheets are also that way, just because I sleep hot, and we're moving into summer months here, so I wanted to get something that was a little bit more. I got this blanket. It is for a full or queen size bed, and it is just a waffle weave. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the packaging. So gives you a little color. It is I think it was actually mint, or it's light blue, so it's like an icy blue type thing, so it will go with the wallpaper fairly well. But this will be like an end of the bed throw, kind of cuddle up when I don't want to mess up the quilt. I got a quilt instead. We're gonna go through throw pillow covers. So I always like the Mealy, I don't know how to say it. Apologize if anybody is watching this and knows how to say it. I apologize. I'm butchering it like there's no tomorrow. But I do have a bunch of their covers on a lot of the throw pillows around my house. So I have a what is it, the 12, 16 by 12, 8, something like that, little like bolster pillow, and I just liked this. It's linen-y, and there are two in here, so I can replace the other one, and that's actually sitting on the guest bed right now. But I like the fact that it is a zipper, and it just kind of brings in more natural, you know, muted tones and everything. So, and it is really soft. It's really soft. Very comfortable. Even if you wanted to lay on it, it would be very nice to lay on. I don't know what that's made out of, but it feels like cotton. It does feel like cotton. And then I wanted to replace the pillow cover that is on my armchair, and so the square pillows, and again went for the minty color, and same brand. It's the Miele, I don't know, but one of these, again, it's very soft. It's like the velvet corduroy, but it zippers, and I think these are 16 by 16 pillows is what I have. So another thing that I purchased were the blackout curtains. I'm going to take these out of the packaging here, and I got, it should be 2 panels in here, and I ended up getting 2 packets of these, so 4 panels, because my window is 100 inches, so, or thereabouts is what I'm going to aim for. So it recommended to do 2 panels just to make it look fuller, but it is a linen-like material, and then of course it has the blackout paneling on the back. These were quite pricey. I believe they are Threshold. No, they're not. They are, I purchased these from Target, so it's Exclusive Home, the Burke Latte color, but I did get these from Target. But I've been searching. I really didn't want to get these, but it was so difficult to find any of the ones that were pull tabs that had good reviews and everything, so we'll see how these do with blocking out some of the light. I know it won't be completely blocked out, because when the cats try to get into the window at night, I don't shut my blinds all the way, so it allows them to be able to, you know, jump up in the window in case they hear a noise, so they'll move the curtains around a little bit. The Brooklinen box, I have not looked at anything. I just kind of got it and put it away. Okay, the first thing that I got were white sheets. I think they're white. Solid white, yes. And they are just the classic sheets. And again, I went back and said, what were the ones that I wanted for like cooling, because of me sleeping hot and wanting something for the summer. So this set and the linen set, which I was not ready to spend another like $100 on sheets, and especially linen ones where, again, the cats might destroy it, and it just kind of freaks me out thinking about that. So these were still pricey, but I am taking them out so I can wash them and put them on the bed and see how I sleep. And but yeah, so just classic white sheets, nothing special. And again, I just wanted to splurge a little bit. I did get a free tote bag right here, and then the last item is the quilt that I purchased. I wanted a quilt for the summer months as well, and I do, even though I sleep hot, I like to sleep with covers, and specifically blankets. It's a security thing, kind of, but I know I can't sleep with weighted blankets because I already have a weighted blanket when I have 3 cats sleeping on the bed. And my 3 boys all weigh 13 and 14 pounds, like 12.9 and 14.3, I think, is the heaviest. So They all range between 13 and 14 pounds. And so they, you know, 3 of them combined on the bed. I had to deal with this last night. I'm sleeping on this much of my bed and I'm just hot. And all 3 of them were just passed out all across the, like straight down the middle of the bed and where my feet usually sit. And I couldn't even get on the other side because there wasn't much room on the other side of the bed because Binks was just long slinky cat right down the middle of the bed. So I have already a weighted blanket with the cats. So I just went ahead and got a quilt, and this is the, I forget what it's called, but it is, I liked it. It's white, but it has little black markings. I'm trying to find the tag to see if it tells me. Oh, the tag is right here. It is a lightweight quilt. It is the Lorimer Black King, and it is, like I said, big quilt, lightweight. I wanted the lightweight, and it is double-sided with the little hash mark type things. But I'm gonna go ahead and hang the curtain rod up, and they have, on the one that I got, it is from Threshold, so Target, and it is the room darkening curtain rod from Threshold, and it is the 66 to 120 inches. Basically what it is pull where you can adjust the size, and then it wraps around the edges so that the curtains can go around the edge and block the light basically from the sides and everything. And because my room is on the street, there are street lights out there and everything, and the cat's kind of going in and out. Even though I have blinds, they don't do a good enough because they are outside of the window. I don't put them inside because the windows are all, and I'd still have light coming through. Anyways, so I am going to attempt to hang these curtains, and I read the instructions. This one has 2 options where you can either screw the brackets into the wall or you can nail them. I am opting to screw them in and attach them with screws because the curtains that I have are heavy curtains, so it's just extra. I just with the curtain rods and the grommets, that's what those are called, grommets. Sometimes the grommets get stuck on the poles and at where they're joining each other. So I just want to have, I don't want them to pull out of the wall, basically. These 2 are going to be sorely upset when I go to hang up the curtain rods and the curtains. Look at them. Binks is just passed out. Okay, when it came to the middle bracket on this window, I knew I was most likely going to run into an issue because there were too many holes in the wall in the past years, and as I was pulling that little, like the rod holder, the bracket completely pulled out of the wall, too many patches on the wall and everything. So my remedy is to basically move it over a little bit where there is fresh drywall and it is not center on the wall or in that pillar or whatever you want to call it. But you know what? It works. I am making do with what this house is bringing me. And you really can't tell. I mean, honestly, when I open up the curtains, I don't even look at that. I don't see it. So I know some people might, and in the past, I would have been like panicking going, why isn't this, it's not perfect. It's not right in the middle and all of that. But you know what? I'm just making do with what my house has given me, and my house has given me that I just cannot be centered. So I just made do with what it gave me, and that's how I'm basically going through the rest of the house renovation. I'm just kind of riding along with what my house can give to me at that point in time. So I know that most people, if they see the baseboards, they see that crack along the concrete and the baseboards, and will say that I haven't sealed those, I didn't put any caulk on them, I didn't do all of that. There is a reason why I am not doing that. In the next couple years, once I pay off debt and save up enough money, I am going to be putting down luxury vinyl plank flooring, and I will also be replacing the baseboards at that time, so I don't feel the need to put a bead of caulk along there when in a couple years I'm just going to have to remove it, and to me that's just a lot of extra work. But at some point, if I think that I need to do that, I will go through it. It doesn't quite bother me once I move furniture and all of that stuff into the rooms. It doesn't bother me to see the cracks there. So that's one thing it's one less thing that I'm going to have to worry about when it comes to putting the flooring down that I actually do want in the house. So we are going to have a few clips here of Binks being just a cutie pie, and I kept them in here because it's too cute. And so I hope that you enjoy his little kitten hood here.
And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy.
For my shoe cabinets, I'm kind of measuring the center of the wall and moving them over, and then I go and get the Velcro command strips, and that is how I have mounted my shoe cabinets to the walls for a couple of years now, and it does surprisingly well. I just kind of put the strips on towards the end, close to the sides of it, and then I just open up the door, pull it out, and then like push against it so that way it adheres. I make sure that it's like lined up. I had that issue with this one where it wasn't sticking, and then I realized I needed to readjust to get the bottom right hand corner closer to the wall. So but with cats jumping up on there and everything, they hold perfectly well, and because of the Velcro strips, I'm able to kind of pull without damaging the drywall that much. So on this TV, I have a little like mounting thing for my Apple TV, and for some reason it was upside down. I'm not quite sure why, and the adhesive was so strong that I went and had to get like a paint scraper to get it off the back of the TV, and I eventually was able to do it and remount my Apple TV so it's not just sitting out on the unit, and hide all the cords, because you know you want to hide all the cords. And now we are going to try to attempt to make my bed, but of course the cats are always in the way when I'm making the bed. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
To know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down?
To share with you guys what I got from IKEA for the bedroom. I did pick up a couple items that were for like the dining room and the house, but let me go get the other item that is over there in the corner. I got a tree. This, surprisingly, I forget how much it was, but it was around like the $75–80 mark, which is kind of expensive, but I wanted something tall and green, like lush green, over there in the corner by the windows to kind of break up everything. I mean, I know there's the wallpaper, but it's a neutral, and I wanted vibrant, and this to me is vibrant. So I'm not quite sure what type of plant it's supposed to be. It's a tree, I know that, but it is lush and green, and I'm gonna have to work on it, but I can kind of position the stuff, the stems, that's what I'm talking about, to put it on the, I'm gonna put it on the floor, but I'm gonna put it in this basket, and this is, again, I'll leave links for everything down below, but it is, you can actually put like a real pot because it has the plastic stuff, but this was probably kind of pricey, but it's a natural element again that I wanted to go with this. I did not get any real plants just because it was going to take me a lot longer, and I already got stuck in traffic, so I went through and I thought I was spending enough money on fake plants as it was. So then I found these that are fake, looks like pothos, but it's hard to tell, but they have little bits of pink in them, and it kind of will help pull out the pink in the wallpaper. So, and they're kind of viney and drapey. So I got these. They are terracotta pots. So I just basically will put them in there and probably put them right there on either side. I'm kind of the person that likes matchy-matchy, so I got 2 of those, same pot and everything. Then I wanted to get another like throw blanket to go over the chair. And again, I wanted to bring out some of the pink in the wallpaper. So I got this, and I am gonna wash it at some point, but not right now. Next time I do laundry or wash blankets and everything, I will wash it. I actually went in for like a knitted sweater one, but I ended up picking this one, and it's not waffle weave, but it is like basket weave type stuff, but it was really soft, and it's just a regular throw. So good enough to go over the ottoman of the chair. It kind of blends in as well. Some other things that are not quite decorative but are necessary. Well, necessary in my mind. So the air vent cover, the one that I thought that I bought 2 of for the bathroom, I thought it would be the right size. It ended up not being the right size. It ended up being too short. So I went back and got a 14 by 6. I did measure the hole up there to make sure, and it was a 14 by 6. So bought a new vent cover. Waiting for the bike to speed off again. So it's not really visible, but it is kind of visible down there. It's basically the coax cable is just sticking out of the hole, and I went ahead and bought one of these where I can screw the cable into this, and we won't have anything sticking out. And it is sticking out from behind. You can't really see it, but when I go and remove it and do everything, you'll see it. So, but I'm able to screw the one in, and then just, I don't have cable in the house, so I don't really need the cable outlets, but I have them. And then I wanted to replace the metal plate that used to have one of the keypads for the old alarm system, and I wanted to get a plastic one, and so I purchased this. And then I have at least 2 outlets that are visible, or will be visible, that are still that 70s almond color, and I am not doing electrical. Maybe when I redo my kitchen and they have to touch electrical for the kitchen, will I have them just like rewire the entire house? I'm not dealing with, I know it's a simple thing, I'm just not dealing with it. I still get very worried about the fan switch in the living room that I did ages ago, and I still, every time I turn on the light or the fan, I get paranoid that there's going to be an electrical fire. So I'm just replacing the cover with this, and I've done this in the kitchen and everything. So I got a pack of 5. They were like $10. So but 2 will be in here. I have multiples in here, but they're all hiding behind, like one's behind my bed, one's behind the shoe cabinets, one is behind here. So it's just 2 on either side of the window that I just want to replace with white, make them kind of blend in with the wall. The only thing that doesn't quite blend in very well is that I have an old phone line and Ethernet hookup over there. And the Ethernet would work if I actually like attach in the hall closet, attach the Ethernet cable into the modem, but I don't do that because Wi-Fi. So so that's the only thing that is that ugly almond 70s color, and I know some people like that, but no, I like fresh and white. So the light switches thankfully are white light switches, so I don't have to replace those at all. And even if I did, I would get like I did in the kitchen where they're little switchy things. But yeah, so these 4 things, the outlet covers and the vent, were all from Lowe's. And then I'm doing a gallery wall right here, and I just went and got the 8 of the Riba frames in the black, and I am just going to use Velcro strips along the back to hang them. I'm going to probably cut the Velcro strips in half because the frame is so thin, and just use that because the cats will be walking back and forth on this, and more than likely they will touch these, and so it's just better, easier for me to deal with. And I love these frames. These are, well, they're the 11 by 12 by 16s, but the mat will do an 8 by 10. So I will be doing individual pictures for these. I have one that I had from Etsy, that I ordered from Etsy, that I will put into one of these.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better. Is this what you want now? Or is it because you can't forget her? I can't keep pretending it's not getting to me. It's never ending. Can't give you what you need. You're misbehaving. Yeah, it's getting to me. It's never ending. You can give anything, so you can go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, so I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. Yeah, you better go, go, go. Go, 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 go. So I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. This is what I want now. And yeah, I'm waiting for something better. Yeah. This is what I want now. No, I won't settle for anything else. I can't keep pretending it's not getting to me. It's never ending. Can't give you what you need. Oh no, no. You're misbehaving. Yeah, it's getting to me. It's never ending. You can give anything, so you can go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, so I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. Oh, you better go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, so I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. Yeah, so you can go, go, go. Go, 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 go. So I can focus. I just need to focus on myself. Yeah. You better go, go, go. Go, 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 go. So I can focus. I just need to focus on myself, baby, baby. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help
So this photo of my parents was actually a wider one, so I cropped out the edges over. I'm doing all of this in iPhoto on the computer, nothing special. And now I'm at the print function, and there's a 8x10, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. First I'm going to go turn on the printer because I turned it off because it was raining last night. So let me turn the printer on and we'll go through the settings that I'm doing for my printer. I have an Epson Workforce, I'll get the number when I'm in there. Okay, I have an Epson Workforce Pro WF4740, and I am just gonna print. One of my cats is going crazy. Okay, my regular paper is in my alternate tray. Main tray has sticker paper, and then I'm gonna pick the best quality. And I'm just gonna send it to print, and I'm gonna go through and do the rest. I need to pick 9 pictures, but I have a slew of ones that I found that I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want, which ones I want. So I want this one with my grandfather. I know that. So I'm gonna go through and pick the ones that I know I want and print those.
Don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
I've been thinking for days, yeah, I've been thinking for years, that I'll tell myself I'll stop the things that keep me from you, dear, but I keep on.
We are at the ending of the room makeover, really. There may be a few things. I forgot a lamp. I'm looking at the corner. I forgot a lamp. Guys, will not start. Now we are at the end. Of course, I will have to do some like cosmetic things where I ripped out the hole while doing the curtain rod, drilled an extra hole, paint a little bit above the curtains, but it's done. There may be a few things that I add here and there along the way, but really and truly the room is done for what I had planned to do. The only thing I may add will be like I said, the picture over the bed, because it does look kind of empty without it up there. So that's the only thing I may add at this time. I want to keep the shoe cabinets empty, but let's go ahead and take a look at, let me explain this actually. The camera battery died and I didn't want to stop while I was in the middle of all this, and I apologize because it would have been good to see this. But basically what I did was that I had the level on the bottom line over here. That tripod could not go any higher, so I just decided to do the bottom line, and it may actually be too low, but I'm okay with that. I can at least reach them to desk them without grabbing out a ladder or something like that. So, and if I don't like them that low, I can always change them because they are up there with the Velcro strips, so easily changeable. But basically what I did was I did the level. I had this end pretty much right here level with the end of the dresser, and that end also level with the end of the dresser, and then I kind of spaced out. I had them all down on top of the dresser and spaced them out about 3.5 inches between each of them. They're not exact because I ended up hanging that one a little bit further over the edge. I was trying to avoid the laser light that was beaming into my eye, so the way that I avoided that was while I was working on that end, I lifted up that picture on its side so it blocked the laser enough to where I could actually like get down and look at the bottom of make sure everything is level. So it's not all perfect. It's not all perfect, but you know what? It looks decent. That's all I can say. So to get the spacing right here, I had my red orange level and I just put it up and like that, and it's probably about 2.5, 3 inches, and just set it on top of this picture frame, and then I just set this one on top of the level attached. And I made sure to get the level on this side of the picture, and then that side of the picture would be at the edge of the level as well. So there you have it, my little gallery wall. I'm the envisioned, the picture I had in my head is now on the wall, and I'm so happy. And then having the little bits of greenery here. So I actually may move one of those over here because I feel like there needs to be some green over here. But we'll do that at another time. So let's take a look of what the final picture looks like, the final room, and one more project down and I can move on to the next one in the next couple months. I am gonna take a break from doing like major home repairs, ripping out the carpet and everything until I get back from my cruise. So you'll see those videos sometime in July at some point. I don't want to be sore. I don't want to hurt myself. I also need to spend some time on me. So that is where we are at. So I'm going to be just relaxing, trying to get myself in gear, lose a little bit of weight maybe, and just, you know, focus on myself for the next couple months, and then get back when I get back from vacation, start working on the house projects again. I will do some minor ones around, like I need to work on my garage to hang some shelves. I think I know what I need to do now. So if I feel like I have the energy on a weekend to tackle that, I will tackle that and put it in one of my cleaning videos, or maybe I will put it in or have a separate video. So for now, we are done with the home renovations until the end of June, July-ish. So videos will probably be posted in July when I start working on those projects. And I think I'm gonna work on the hall bathroom next. So we're at the ending. So let's take a look at the final picture.
Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't really matter what they do. Baby, got me breathing now, breathing now. Doesn't matter where I go, heart still open, cannot close. Baby, got me breathing now, breathing now. Welcome to this one-way ride. We're all on it, got to give it a go. All we got is hope. Don't you know? Wipe the floor of yesterday. You can change it anyway. And you're never alone, never alone. cannot close. Baby, got me breathing now. Breathing now. Took my head out of the sand. We're all in it better. Open your eyes, see the open sky. Don't you